Well, for millions of Americans, quitting smoking is one of the hardest challenges of their lives. From the patch to gum to cold turkey, no method is foolproof. That is, unless you've heard the ads for smoking therapy. They claim one 20-minute session can get you to quit smoking forever. Sound too good to be true? Well, News Channel 5's Jamie Holmes put the program to the test to see if they live up to their word.
Quitting smoking products are a profitable industry. Many of you or your loved ones have probably tried various methods to quit, and after trying, you may have gone right back to that faithful pack of smokes. Well, how about a program which promises you'll quit in 20 minutes? Can they really make that decade-old habit go up in smoke? Every day in this country, 50 million Americans are dying for a cigarette. And how can you blame them? For many Americans, the choice to smoke is no longer theirs.
It's a filthy habit. It's just something I can't get a hold of.
Quitting smoking methods seem almost as costly as smoking itself. From the patch to gum, even cold turkey, which researchers say only works 10% of the time. So it only makes sense, given so many smokers' previous efforts at quitting, you might be skeptical of trying this. Smoking therapy. With either a laser or electricity, they promise you will quit smoking in one 20-minute session. But does it work? The answer in a moment. Don Combs is as disciplined as they come. He's a detective with the sheriff's office who lives by the rules. When Don sets his mind to something, he succeeds, except when it comes to smoking, which for 36 years has ruled his life.
It's just a habit that I just can't control.
Whoa. Andre Howell is a family man whose one-year-old son, Eli, is the center of his universe. Andre is also one of my oldest friends, and for as long as I've known him, Andre has talked about quitting smoking. Now he says he has more reason than ever.
I do feel that if he sees me as a smoker, he is more apt to become a smoker himself.
Both men have tried every method under the sun to quit, but they're still smoking. That's why they doubted trying smoking therapy. It's the rave in Canada and Europe and is now sprouting up offices in South Florida. Give them 20 minutes, they say, and you'll be cigarette-free. Sounds too good to be true, right?
I'm generally skeptical about a lot of things like this.
20 minutes of treatment to cure decades of smoking. We doubted it ourselves. Originally, we had planned on sending these patients in undercover, but when we called these treatment centers to ask if they wanted to participate in our story, they said they would do so. In fact, they were confident of their program's success.
How long have you been smoking?
For 36 years.
We sent Don to the North American Laser Center in Palm Beach Gardens. They used an instrument which sends a slight electric pulse through the ear. It's similar to acupuncture without the needles.
We locate the nerve endings in the ear, treat it, and just by treating those nerve endings in the ear, it's a basic shortcut to the endorphins, and they get released.
The technician worked on Don for 20 minutes. He felt no pain, just a slight electric pulse.
Basically, after this first treatment, they are a non-smoker. Because if they were to smoke a cigarette after the treatment, it's going to taste awful. They're going to get lightheadedness, nausea, headache, just as a first-time smoker.
And that was it. 20 minutes of soothing music and a man massaging your ear with a bizarre instrument. And when Don stepped outside, he said he felt nothing special, just a sense of calm.
But right now I don't want one, and that feels good.
We sent Andre to Laser Concept in Green Acres. They used a slightly different approach where the instrument is a cold laser. They, too, say their device releases endorphins, which gives the body a kind of natural buzz for about a month, which they say eliminates the high from a cigarette.
What is your success rate? Any idea?
Well, I really can't claim a success rate because we are doing this under clinical trials, eventually to get FDA approval. But so far our statistics show approximately about a 70–75% success rate. You are now officially a non-smoker.
But when Andre stepped outside, he was doubtful such a treatment could stop his 15-year-old habit.
I'm not sure on the cravings of the cigarettes yet. I honestly wouldn't mind smoking one right now, but but I'll give it a chance.
Both treatment centers say to be successful, smokers must be ready to quit. They say the treatment is able to help you with your physical cravings, but breaking the mental habit is up to you.
The only thing we ask them to do is to change their habit afterwards, drink water, exercise, eat healthier, the normal things that you would do to kind of help your body to go through the changes.
So how did our patients do? 3 weeks later, we checked back in.
I'm not going to tell you I don't get a craving once in a while, because I do, especially.
Don Combs says the hardest part has been beating the mental addiction. He finds himself looking for his pack of cigarettes simply out of habit. Despite that, Don has been cigarette-free for 3 weeks.
And after, like I say, 36 years of smoking, I feel like a different person.
He says the treatment took the edge off, and he says his attitude about quitting has been surprisingly upbeat.
The withdrawals have been, oh gosh, I mean, easy.
Then there's Andre. Admittedly cynical, Andre believes his treatment has also helped.
When I walked out, I really didn't feel any different. But I was surprised day after day to feel that the craving wasn't there.
Andre, however, has not quit smoking. What he has done is cut back from a pack a day to just a couple of cigarettes. Both men say after decades of smoking, they would recommend this program to friends. But the key, they say, is to make sure you really want to quit.
I don't think the program is actually something to make you quit. I think it's a desire that you have to want to quit. But the program does take the edge off, does help you very much with the cravings and the desire to smoke.
Andre says he plans on going back for a follow-up treatment, which is free through Laser Concept for 6 months after the initial treatment. Laser Concept of Green Acres is still awaiting approval from the Food and Drug Administration for their method. North American Laser in Palm Beach Gardens, meanwhile, has already been approved by the FDA. You can return for a free follow-up treatment with their program a week after the initial treatment. Meanwhile, both the American Cancer Society and the American Lung Association recognize smoking therapy as a resource for quitting, but the agencies will not endorse any quit smoking method. I'm Jamie Holmes. Back to you.
Oh, seems pretty reasonable. Yep.